humanity's reputation as the galaxy's most feared warrior species didn't emerge overnight. It's rooted in their extraordinary journey from fragile beginnings to becoming a force capable of shaping the fate of entire civilizations. To understand this, we must first consider humanity's origins, shaped by a uniquely harsh and unforgiving environment. The human species evolved on a planet filled with predators, natural disasters, and unpredictable challenges. Unlike other apex creatures, humans lacked claws, fangs, or natural armor. They were physically vulnerable, slow compared to predators, and depended entirely on their ingenuity to survive. This vulnerability forced humans to adapt in ways other species might never comprehend. Survival required not just individual effort but cooperation, strategic thinking, and the ability to innovate rapidly. Tools, fire, and language became humanity's first weapons, each invention enabling them to rise above their physical limitations. From these primitive beginnings, humanity's cultural evolution became inseparable from their survival instincts. Over millennia, conflict became an inescapable part of their existence. Tribes clashed over resources, territories, and ideologies. These struggles refined their understanding of warfare. The concept of battle wasn't just about brute strength, it became a test of strategy, deception, and psychological dominance. They learned to outthink their enemies, using tactics that turned apparent disadvantages into decisive victories. This adaptability remains one of humanity's defining traits, a willingness to rethink, reimagine, and outmaneuver. Resilience is perhaps humanity's most underestimated strength. Enduring famine, plagues, and natural disasters taught them to push beyond pain and suffering. This ability to endure, even when the odds seemed insurmountable, became the cornerstone of their character. Their capacity to hope, even in the darkest moments, made them impossible to break. Empires rose and fell, but humanity's relentless spirit ensured they always adapted, rebuilt, and grew stronger. Central to this resilience is a psychological toughness few other species in the galaxy can claim. Humans have an innate drive to explore the unknown, often risking their lives for discoveries others might deem unnecessary. Their curiosity is insatiable, a trait that has led them to uncover technologies and develop strategies far beyond their initial capabilities. Where other species may retreat from danger, humans charge forward, driven by an almost reckless courage. They fear loss, yet their willingness to face it head-on is what sets them apart. As humans transition from small communities to organized civilizations, their approach to conflict evolved dramatically. The development of agriculture and stable settlements brought about larger populations and more complex societies. With this came organized armies, written laws, and a shift from survival-based skirmishes to structured warfare. Humanity learned to coordinate efforts on massive scales, crafting strategies that leveraged both numbers and innovation. Historical records show countless examples of underdog victories where humans turned seemingly hopeless situations into triumphs. Their obsession with heroism further fueled their growth as a warrior species. Myths, legends, and historical accounts glorified acts of bravery and self-sacrifice. These stories didn't just inspire individuals. They became part of humanity's collective consciousness, shaping how they viewed their role in the universe. Even in the quietest corners of Earth, humanity celebrated those who stood firm against overwhelming odds, embedding a warrior ethos into their very identity. Another critical factor in humanity's rise was their relentless drive for technological advancement. Unlike many species who stagnated after achieving comfortable levels of innovation, humans continually pushed boundaries. Their weapons evolved from simple sharpened stones to tools capable of splitting atoms. This hunger for progress wasn't limited to war but extended to every aspect of their lives. The same creativity that birthed art and culture also fueled advancements in strategy and weaponry. Space exploration, initially pursued out of curiosity, eventually became an extension of their quest for survival and dominance. Humanity's transition into the interstellar age was inevitable. The challenges of Earth had prepared them for the uncertainties of space. When they first left their homeworld, they brought with them the lessons learned through millennia of conflict and endurance. Every technology developed, every tactic refined, was a testament to their ability to adapt and overcome. The harsh environments of space, with its endless voids and unforgiving conditions, mirrored the challenges of their ancient past. It was a struggle humans were uniquely suited to face. The galaxy's initial perception of humanity was one of curiosity. Physically unimpressive and technologically fledgling compared to older civilizations, humans didn't seem like a species to fear. But those who underestimated them soon learned a harsh truth: humanity's strength lay not in their appearance, but in their relentless will. When provoked, humans demonstrated an ability to turn desperation into innovation and weakness into strength. Their adaptability made them unpredictable, their resilience made them unyielding, and their ingenuity made them dangerous. Ultimately, humanity's journey from a vulnerable species to the galaxy's most feared warriors was defined by one unshakable truth: they were survivors. Every challenge, every conflict, every setback became a stepping stone toward their rise. Their evolution wasn't just biological but deeply psychological and cultural. It's this unique blend of traits that has made them a species unlike any other, a force that cannot be ignored. Humanity's entry into the galaxy began as a quiet endeavor. They were explorers, venturing beyond their solar system with curiosity and the hope of understanding their place in a universe teeming with possibilities. Initial contact with the galactic community was accidental, and humanity's approach was cautious. They extended offers of cooperation and sought to learn from the species they encountered. Yet, their physical fragility and relatively rudimentary technology led many to dismiss them as insignificant. It didn't take long for this perception to change. Humanity's first encounter with hostility revealed a depth of ingenuity and resolve that caught the galaxy off guard. What the aliens saw as weakness, an unassuming species emerging from a backwater corner of the universe, proved to be a facade masking an unparalleled strategic brilliance. The first signs of this came when an alien empire, viewing humanity as easy prey, initiated an unprovoked attack to assert dominance. Their goal was to seize Earth's resources and force humanity into submission. Humanity's initial response wasn't one of fear or capitulation but swift adaptation. Unlike most species, humans didn't rely on rigid doctrines or traditional strategies. Instead, they studied their adversaries, dissecting their tactics, technology, and psychology. In the first battles, humanity suffered losses, but each defeat became a lesson. Their ability to analyze and innovate under pressure led to rapid advancements. They integrated alien technology into their existing systems, creating weapons and defenses that far exceeded their original capabilities. What they lacked in raw power, they made up for with resourcefulness and determination. One of humanity's defining traits in this conflict was their use of unconventional strategies. Alien species, with millennia of interstellar warfare, often relied on predictable patterns and overwhelming firepower. Humans, however, approached battle with creativity. They exploited weaknesses the aliens didn't realize they had: logistical vulnerabilities, psychological insecurities, and blind spots in their rigid tactics. When the aliens deployed overwhelming fleets, humans dispersed into smaller, agile units, striking key targets and retreating before a counterattack could be mounted. When faced with superior firepower, they used misdirection and subterfuge, drawing their enemies into traps. This unpredictability left the alien forces reeling. The initial campaign, which they had expected to be a swift conquest, turned into a protracted conflict. Every time they thought they had humanity cornered, the humans adapted, evolving faster than their adversaries could comprehend. They used terrain to their advantage, weaponized seemingly harmless technologies, and even turned the environment itself into a battlefield. It wasn't just their tactics that impressed, it was their ability to turn desperation into a strategic advantage. Where other species might have surrendered, humanity thrived in adversity. What truly set humanity apart was their psychological impact on the galactic community. For the first time, the galaxy witnessed a species that refused to be intimidated, even when outnumbered and outgunned. Their sheer tenacity and willingness to endure massive losses for a chance at victory unnerved their adversaries. Humans fought with an intensity that alien species struggled to comprehend. Their ability to stand firm in the face of overwhelming odds, coupled with their relentless pursuit of solutions, instilled a sense of fear that went beyond the battlefield. By the end of the first conflict, humanity had not only defended their home but forced their enemies to retreat. This victory sent shockwaves through the galactic community. Species that had initially dismissed humans began to take notice, and their reputation began to shift. Humanity was no longer seen as a fragile, inexperienced species but as a force to be reckoned with, a species whose potential was far greater than anyone had anticipated. The aftermath of this war marked the beginning of humanity's complex relationship with the galaxy. While they had proven their strength, they didn't seek revenge or domination. Instead, they extended diplomatic overtures, seeking to establish alliances and prevent further conflicts. This duality, fearsome warriors who also valued peace, confused and intrigued the galactic community. Many alien civilizations, wary of humanity's capabilities, approached these negotiations with caution, knowing full well the price of underestimating them. What made humanity's rise even more remarkable was their ability to learn and grow from their experiences. They didn't become complacent after their victory. Instead, they invested heavily in understanding the technologies and cultures of the species they had encountered. This relentless pursuit of knowledge wasn't driven solely by a desire for power but by an inherent curiosity and a determination to ensure their survival in a dangerous universe. Their ability to absorb and adapt to new information, combined with their willingness to challenge conventional wisdom, allowed them to innovate at a pace that alarmed the galaxy's established powers. This adaptability extended beyond technology. Humanity also began to understand the political and social dynamics of the galactic community. They observed how other species operated, learned their strengths and weaknesses, and positioned themselves accordingly. Where brute force failed, humans used diplomacy, leveraging their reputation as fierce warriors to negotiate from a position of strength. Their ability to blend pragmatism with idealism gave them an edge in navigating the complexities of interstellar relations. The legacy of humanity's first interstellar conflict wasn't just their survival, but the profound shift it caused in the galaxy's perception of them. They were no longer seen as an emerging species but as a potential power capable of reshaping the galactic order. This transformation wasn't achieved through sheer might but through a combination of resilience, ingenuity, and an unyielding will to thrive. In their first steps onto the galactic stage, humanity proved that they weren't just participants. They were contenders, ready to carve out their place in the cosmos. Humanity's reputation as a warrior species isn't based solely on their physical and technological capabilities but on the cultural and psychological underpinnings that make them uniquely formidable. Their approach to conflict goes beyond traditional notions of warfare, delving into areas that alien civilizations often overlook or fail to grasp entirely. This multidimensional strategy, combining psychological warfare, diversity, and tactical innovation, has cemented humanity's place as one of the most dangerous species in the galaxy. One of humanity's greatest strengths lies in their understanding and application of psychological warfare. Unlike many species that focus solely on physical dominance, humans recognize that battles are won not just on the field but in the minds of their adversaries. Fear, uncertainty, and doubt are weapons as powerful as any gun or missile. Humans are adept at manipulating perceptions, often leveraging their apparent weaknesses to lull their enemies into complacency. This mastery of psychological tactics allows them to destabilize their opponents before the first shot is even fired. Their methods are often subtle but devastatingly effective. A key aspect of their psychological warfare is their ability to project resilience, even in situations where the odds are stacked against them. Their adversaries, accustomed to species that surrender or retreat under pressure, are often bewildered by humanity's unyielding determination. This projection of unbreakable resolve can cause opponents to overestimate humanity's strength, making them hesitant or reckless in their decisions. Humans understand that perception shapes reality in conflict, and they exploit this principle to gain an edge. Another hallmark of humanity's psychological prowess is their use of misdirection. In warfare, humans have a long history of employing strategies that create confusion and doubt. They excel at disguising their true intentions, leading their enemies to make critical errors. This ability to manipulate the battlefield narrative allows humans to dictate the terms of engagement, often turning the tide of battle in their favor. Their capacity to think several steps ahead, anticipating and countering their opponent's moves, makes them an exceptionally difficult adversary to predict or outmaneuver. Beyond psychological warfare, humanity's strength is amplified by their diversity. Unlike many alien species that operate under a singular cultural or ideological framework, humans draw their power from a vast array of perspectives and experiences. Their global history, shaped by countless cultures, languages, and philosophies, has ingrained in them an unparalleled ability to adapt and innovate. This diversity ensures that no single approach defines them, making them highly unpredictable and versatile in conflict. Humanity's adaptability extends to their ability to learn from others. They are natural assimilators, taking what works from different systems and integrating it into their own. This is particularly evident in their approach to tactics and technology. Encountering new species and technologies doesn't intimidate them, it inspires them to innovate. They take alien concepts and refine them, often surpassing the original creators in effectiveness. This relentless pursuit of improvement ensures that humans are never static, always evolving to meet new challenges. Their adaptability is further enhanced by their willingness to embrace unconventional methods. Where many species rely on tradition and established doctrines, humans thrive on improvisation. They are not bound by rigid structures or dogmas, which allows them to respond to crises with creativity and flexibility. This mindset enables them to exploit opportunities that others might overlook. It also makes them particularly dangerous in asymmetric warfare, where their ability to think outside the box can turn seemingly hopeless situations into victories. A critical element of humanity's tactical success is their approach to weaponry and strategy. Unlike species that focus on overwhelming firepower or brute strength, humans prioritize precision, efficiency, and versatility. Their weapons are designed not just to destroy but to achieve specific objectives with minimal resources. This focus on practicality ensures that they can sustain prolonged conflicts without exhausting their capabilities. Their strategies reflect this pragmatism, emphasizing calculated risks and long-term planning over impulsive actions. Humanity's approach to warfare also emphasizes the value of collective effort. While individual heroism is celebrated, their true strength lies in their ability to coordinate on a massive scale. Their military units operate with a level of cohesion and communication that many species find difficult to replicate. This teamwork is underpinned by a deep understanding of each member's role and the willingness to sacrifice personal glory for the greater good. This collective mindset is a product of their evolutionary history, where survival depended on cooperation and mutual support. At the same time, humanity's focus on individuality plays a crucial role in their success. They encourage innovation and initiative at every level, empowering even the lowest-ranked individuals to contribute to strategic decisions. This balance between collective coordination and individual creativity ensures that their forces are both disciplined and flexible. It also makes them exceptionally resilient. When one strategy fails, another emerges, often from unexpected quarters. Humanity's ability to adapt extends to their understanding of the broader context of warfare. They recognize that battles are rarely isolated events and that victory depends on controlling the surrounding factors. They excel at logistics, ensuring that their supply lines and resources are secure even in prolonged conflicts. Their ability to sustain campaigns over time often outlasts their opponents, who underestimate the importance of these factors. This meticulous attention to detail, combined with their strategic foresight, ensures that humanity's campaigns are not just reactive but proactive. Ultimately, what makes humanity such a feared warrior species is their ability to combine these elements into a cohesive whole. They are not the strongest or the most advanced species in the galaxy, but they are the most determined and adaptable. Their understanding of psychological warfare, their embrace of diversity and innovation, and their pragmatic approach to conflict make them uniquely equipped to thrive in a galaxy fraught with danger. They are a species that refuses to be defined by limitations, constantly pushing the boundaries of what is possible. In doing so, they have earned their place as one of the most formidable forces in the cosmos. Humanity's emergence as a key player in the galaxy reshaped the balance of power and introduced a level of complexity that the interstellar community had never encountered before. Their unique blend of strength, adaptability, and diplomacy carved out a place for them that went beyond mere survival. They became a force capable of influencing the galaxy's future. The fear and respect they commanded weren't rooted solely in their capacity for warfare but in their ability to redefine the rules of engagement, both on and off the battlefield. In the aftermath of their initial conflicts, humanity demonstrated a capacity for restraint that confounded their adversaries. While other species might have used their victories to subjugate or dominate, humans pursued diplomacy with the same vigor they applied to war. Their preference for forging alliances and avoiding unnecessary conflict revealed a depth of pragmatism that was often mistaken for weakness. This approach, however, was a calculated strategy. By positioning themselves as peacekeepers rather than conquerors, humanity secured a level of influence that brute force alone could never achieve. The galaxy's political landscape began to shift as humanity inserted itself into the fabric of interstellar relations. Their reputation as fearsome warriors gave weight to their diplomatic efforts, ensuring that their proposals were taken seriously. Species that had once dismissed or feared them began to recognize the benefits of aligning with humanity. This growing network of alliances not only expanded their reach but also gave them access to a wealth of resources and knowledge. Humanity's ability to navigate the intricate web of galactic politics became one of their most potent tools. What set humanity apart in these negotiations was their deep understanding of the psychological dynamics at play. They knew when to project strength and when to offer compromise. Their ability to read and respond to the motivations of other species allowed them to mediate disputes and broker agreements that benefited all parties. This combination of insight and influence solidified their reputation as a stabilizing force in a galaxy often marked by chaos and conflict. However, beneath this facade of diplomacy lay the implicit understanding that humanity's capacity for war was always a viable option if their terms were rejected. As humanity's influence grew, so too did their technological capabilities. Their relentless pursuit of innovation allowed them to bridge the gap between themselves and more advanced civilizations. Unlike many species, who view technology as static or sacred, humans saw it as a tool to be refined and repurposed. They didn't just acquire alien technologies, they transformed them. This constant evolution of their technological arsenal ensured that they remained competitive, even against civilizations with millennia of head starts. Their advancements weren't limited to weaponry. Humanity's focus on exploration and understanding led to breakthroughs in fields that benefited not just themselves but the entire galactic community. They developed technologies that improved communication, transportation, and resource management on an interstellar scale. This dual-use approach to innovation, where advances served both military and civilian purposes, cemented humanity's role as a species that could lead by example. Their contributions to the greater good of the galaxy earned them allies even among those who once feared them. Despite their growing influence, humanity remained acutely aware of the precariousness of their position. They understood that the galaxy's respect was born from fear as much as admiration. To maintain this balance, they had to carefully manage their image. Too much aggression could unite their adversaries against them, while too much passivity could invite exploitation. This delicate balancing act became a defining feature of humanity's interstellar strategy. They walked a fine line, asserting their strength when necessary but always leaving the door open for dialogue and cooperation. Humanity's evolving role in the galaxy also brought challenges. As their influence expanded, they found themselves increasingly drawn into conflicts that weren't their own. Their position as mediators and enforcers of peace came with the expectation that they would intervene in disputes between other species. While this allowed them to demonstrate their values and leadership, it also placed a strain on their resources and tested their resolve. Humanity's ability to navigate these complexities without overextending themselves became a testament to their strategic acumen. Looking to the future, humanity's potential seems limitless. Their capacity for growth and adaptation ensures that they will continue to evolve, both as a species and as a galactic power. They have already begun to explore the integration of artificial intelligence and biotechnology into their systems, pushing the boundaries of what it means to be human. These advancements could further enhance their capabilities, making them even more formidable. However, they are also aware of the ethical dilemmas and risks associated with such developments, striving to balance progress with responsibility. Humanity's legacy in the galaxy will likely be defined by their ability to inspire change. They are a species that refuses to accept the status quo, always seeking to challenge conventions and push boundaries. This drive has made them a symbol of resilience and innovation, qualities that resonate with other species facing their own struggles. Through their actions, humanity has shown that even the most unassuming of beginnings can lead to greatness. Their journey serves as a reminder that strength isn't solely about physical power but about the will to overcome and the wisdom to lead. Ultimately, humanity's place in the galaxy is not just as warriors or diplomats but as a species that embodies the potential for transformation. They have proven that fear and respect can coexist, that power can be wielded responsibly, and that even in a universe defined by conflict, there is room for hope. Their story is far from over, but one thing is clear: humanity is not just a part of the galactic order, they are shaping its future. Their determination to thrive and their ability to adapt ensure that they will remain a pivotal force in the cosmos for generations to come.